The Atlantic City Convention Center is alive, humming with expectation. Every seat filled by fans who understand they are about to witness something dangerous and unpredictable. The lights wash over the ring, bouncing off the canvas like a spotlight on destiny itself. This is not just another title defense. This is a measuring stick for greatness. Pernell "Sweet Pea" Whitaker, four-time world champion, steps forward with a record that speaks of mastery: 39 wins, only one blemish, and a reputation as one of the finest defensive minds boxing has ever produced. Olympic gold still glimmers in his legacy, but tonight legacy alone is not enough. Across from him stands Diosbelys Hurtado, undefeated at 20-0, 13 knockouts, a Cuban fighter molded in discipline, ambition, and quiet menace. Hurtado does not come to admire Whitaker's brilliance. He comes believing that timing, pressure, and a perfectly placed right hand can crack even the most gifted defense. The referee brings them together, issues the final instructions, and the tension becomes unbearable. The bell rings, and immediately the danger announces itself. Hurtado fires a sharp right hand straight out of the gate, snapping Whitaker's head and sending a shock through the crowd. Whitaker laughs, half defiance, half instinct, masking the reality that he has been touched early. This is the danger zone people whispered about before the fight. Whitaker, older now, legs not quite as lively as before, still brilliant, but no longer untouchable. Hurtado presses forward with belief, stalking, throwing bombs, testing the southpaw angles, trying to catch Whitaker before rhythm settles in. Whitaker answers with subtle counters, a flicking jab, small pivots, angles that confuse the eye. It is chess at high speed, danger wrapped in elegance. The crowd senses it already. This will not be a smooth cruise. This will be a storm. As the rounds unfold, the fight turns strange, awkward, and deeply compelling. Hurtado continues to throw heavy right hands, wide and violent, believing that power is his path to victory. Whitaker, meanwhile, begins to impose his will, not with brute force, but with control. He jabs, steps inside, and forces Hurtado to move backward, something few expected. The challenger, once the hunter, is now circling, retreating, searching for space that keeps disappearing. Whitaker's rhythm grows stronger with every exchange. He walks Hurtado down, hands low, confidence rising, daring him to throw. Yet danger never leaves the ring. Hurtado catches Whitaker again. Another right hand, another moment where Sweet Pea's chin is tested, and questions ripple through the arena. Then, chaos, a knockdown. Whitaker touches the canvas, not from clean domination, but from the awkward violence of Hurtado's pressure. The crowd gasps. This is not the usual Whitaker fight. The second knockdown follows. Controversy swirling, angles unclear, balance questioned, but the scorecards now reflect a battle instead of a showcase. Hurtado believes. His corner believes. Whitaker, though, remains calm, rising with the look of a man who has been here before. He begins to stalk with intent, jabbing harder, stepping closer, testing Hurtado's gas tank. Hurtado's punches lose snap. His stance widens. His movements grow frantic. Whitaker starts slipping inside the right hand, countering with sharp hooks, crisp uppercuts, and sudden bursts of offense that force Hurtado to clinch. The fight has turned into a war of endurance and intelligence. Hurtado still flurries, still dangerous, still capable of surprise. But Whitaker is now steering the storm, forcing exchanges on his terms. The crowd roars as the champion begins to take control, inch by inch, round by round, proving that survival is its own form of dominance. By the championship rounds, the air in the arena feels heavy, thick with tension and sweat. Hurtado's body tells the story, breathing labored, legs unsteady, eyes wide as Whitaker closes distance with growing confidence. Sweet Pea is no longer dancing on the outside. He is walking his man down, applying pressure, cutting off escape, showing a side of himself that critics once said did not exist. The punches begin to stack up. Whitaker digs to the body, snaps the head back, and forces Hurtado to hold, to survive, to cling to moments instead of momentum. Hurtado still throws, still dangerous, especially when Whitaker steps inside too carelessly, but the power is fading. Each wild swing leaves him more exposed, more vulnerable to counters. Whitaker senses it. He steps in with a sharp right hook, then another. Hurtado stumbles into the ropes, his balance betraying him. The crowd rises, sensing the end approaching. Hurtado tries to rally, flurrying desperately, but the punches no longer command respect. Whitaker walks through them, chin tucked, eyes locked, patience razor sharp. He knows this moment. He has lived here before. A brutal combination lands, hook, uppercut, straight left, and Hurtado is in deep trouble. His legs betray him, his posture collapses. He leans forward, exhausted, wounded, trying to buy time that no longer exists. The referee watches closely. Whitaker unloads again, clean shots snapping Hurtado's head back. His body slumping against the ropes, balance gone, defense shattered. This is not flash. This is inevitability. The crowd's roar swells as Whitaker pours it on, forcing the official to step in. Too late for some, but decisive all the same. The fight is stopped. The storm ends. Pandemonium erupts inside the convention center as the referee waves it off. The end comes not in silence, but in thunder. Pernell Whitaker steps back, chest heaving, eyes calm, having dodged disaster and delivered authority in equal measure. Hurtado slumps, brave but beaten, a fighter who tested greatness and learned how unforgiving it can be. The announcement cuts through the noise. Still, WBC welterweight champion of the world, Pernell "Sweet Pea" Whitaker. The belt remains where it belongs. This fight will not be remembered as perfection. It will be remembered as proof. Proof that greatness is not about never being touched, never being hurt, or never being tested. It is about adjustment, survival, intelligence under fire. Whitaker took the best Hurtado had to offer: knockdowns, pressure, chaos, and answered with experience, composure, and relentless will. Tonight, Sweet Pea did not simply outbox a challenger. He stared into danger and forced it to blink first. As the crowd slowly settles and Hurtado is helped to his feet, respect fills the air. He pushed the champion to uncomfortable places. Places where legends are either broken or reborn. Whitaker chose rebirth. This was not just a title defense. It was a reminder. A reminder that the sweet science still belongs to those who can think, adapt, and endure when everything goes wrong. In Atlantic City, Pernell Whitaker dodged a bullet, embraced the fire, and emerged still standing, still champion, still one of the finest minds the ring has ever known.